I just wanted to make a quick video today about the Outside Redcliff shelter that I just got. Kind of show you the setup and basic features of the shelter, just so you can kind of see what it's like, the amount of room that's inside it. So when you get it, this is what you're going to get. It's a pretty big stuff sack. It's a little bit bigger than what you really need, honestly. The shelter takes up about half of it. You can really compress it down. Get it down to basically the size of like a gallon milk jug, something like that. I weighed the shelter. It's pretty true to weight. I've added some tie outs, and then with the stakes that I'm using and with the pole that I'm using, it weighs a little bit more than advertised, but I'm not using the Outside pole, so carbon fiber pole would definitely make a lot of difference. So I'll just kind of show you how it's set up. It's real quick and easy, and then we can go over some of the features right after that. Okay, so right now I've just got all four corners staked, and that's basically all you do. And then you put the pole in, and you can kind of adjust and tension it from there. So it's really simple. It's a lot quicker than a round teepee, like a normal teepee style. Okay, so that's that. This is my second time ever to set it up. I'm just setting it up to seam seal it today. I haven't even done that, and it took me about 2 minutes and 30 seconds to finish that. So that's pretty quick. I had to do a little bit of adjusting because I'm not on perfectly even ground, but compared to my old teepee that was kind of a round style, that's not too bad. And I'm sure it'll get a little bit faster, a little bit better as I get better putting it up. So okay, I got it all set up now, and I got a sleeping bag inside. It's just an old sleeping bag that we use basically to go for the dogs or whatever, car camping, that kind of thing. But it unzips and unfolds to the same size as like a full-size bed, so you can kind of see the amount of space that's in there. And I'm gonna try and go over some of the features, just kind of holding the camera myself, so bear with me. So something that's kind of cool that I thought that they did, they have this basically sewn in or built-in sod skirt, and so this is just one of the stake loops, and what you get is a few inches of material underneath the stake loops. So if you pitch it down tight to the ground, you basically get a built-in sod skirt, and that goes all the way around for all the stakeout loops. What I did, they give you a roll of this reflective lightweight paracord. It's like a 275 P cord, and what I did is I just made stake loop extensions. So what I get is a few inches of airflow between the shelter and the ground, and that really aids in just kind of circulation and taking care of condensation whenever it's warm outside. So just to go around a little bit, one thing that they give you is a tie out point here on the door on each side. You can see that there. Okay, I don't really have anything tied to those or using those right now. I'm going to experiment with those a little bit and see how much more room it gives me. They give you a door that you can basically open from either side, so you get a stakeout point right here on the corner of the door on either side. And what I chose to do is just go with this side right here, and I have my little extension on it. The zipper is not a PU coated zipper. It's not waterproof, but they give you basically like a almost like a Cordura webbing cover over it. And I actually was kind of worried about it not being a coated zipper or a treated zipper, but it runs a lot smoother, and this thing is stiff enough that it doesn't get in the zipper, and I actually prefer it the way it is now. Another feature that they have here is on the Redcliff you get a built-in stove jack, and it basically is just held down by Velcro on each side. It's kind of hard to reach on a shelter this tall. Okay, so do like that, and then it rolls up, and there's a little Velcro tab at the top that keeps it open. Okay, you can kind of see it from the inside. I think it's built for a 3-inch stove jack, and it's totally 100% coated, waterproof, everything. Okay, another feature that we have, Seek Outside puts in all their teepees, is this little vent up in the top. It's kind of hard to see, but it's basically maybe a foot long in one of the panels, and I can actually stick my hand up there and I can feel air coming in, which helps a lot with condensation. On the outside of this flap, you've basically got a cord to suck it down if you want to, and inside here is a little bendable wire deal, and it actually works pretty slick. You can close that up almost airtight. Okay. Another thing that they do, which is really nice, is keeping the door able to open either side. You have these ties to keep the door open on either side. If you tie it open, you can basically make this thing wide open, go all the way across. And I might do that and take a little video of it just in a second. Okay, so just to kind of give you an idea of how much space is in here, you can see there that is basically a full-size bed, and it has lots of room. It's about 8 inches from the pole and a foot from the bottom wall down there, and then you have about 3 feet on either side of it where you could put bags, packs, that kind of thing. Okay, there's a tie-out point on the outside right here, and I'll show you that in a second, but you get a lot more space when you tie that out in here, and it kind of keeps the fabric in the wind from blowing down on you. I've noticed that in a lot of shelters, if you don't run these tie-out points, the wind can blow this down on you and kind of shake it, and you get condensation dripping on you, that kind of thing. Okay, so you can kind of see the daylight all the way around the outside. That's the way I'm probably going to run it most of the time, with these little stake loop extensions. It kind of helps get a little bit of airflow, and I've slept in it a couple nights now, and you can just kind of feel the air and the breeze coming through a little bit. And then when it's really cold, you can stake it down lower, get it real tight to the ground. And that sod skirt will basically make an airtight seal. Okay, just to kind of go around the whole shelter, back up a little bit. That's what it looks like. You can see basically right there that stake out point, or the guy out line coming out, and that adds a little bit of space there at the foot. Alright, I got the Redcliff with both doors open now. You can kind of see the amount of airflow you can get through there, and I think this has a really cool potential to be used as like a shelter for a bunch of people during the day. You know, you can open it up, have plenty of space inside for people to just come and go, eat their lunches underneath here, and do all that kind of stuff. So that kind of gives you an idea of the Redcliff, what it's got, some of the features. I'm going to go ahead and get it seam sealed now, and then maybe try it out in a couple storms and report back.